Alright, this video is titled Gimmick Content is Ruining Streaming. Let's
Lately
go.
in the streaming world, I've noticed an annoying trend, and that's gimmick content. And if you don't know what that is, allow me to give you a quick definition. Gimmick content is content that's streamlined and optimized that relies on a gimmick to be produced. And today I want to talk about how the current content creation climate is being taken up by people who are guilty of creating this type of content.
I mean, what does he mean by a gimmick though? Is he, because I'm thinking what he explained it to me sounds like a niche. You feel me? And nowadays, bro, you have to lean into something to get on just because everybody and their mom is rushing to become a streamer, bro.
I'm gonna stop rambling. You already know I'm the wokest kid from the hood. Let's actually start. First things first, parasocial baiting. When it comes to gimmicks, this is
that's a method. That's literally a method. That's not, you can't even blame the streamers for that though. You have to blame the audience. Because if there was never an audience for it, the streamers would never do it. Fake, terrible acting. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna get into that in a sec too.
One of the worst. Parasocial baiting is when content creators rely on their oftentimes young audience that has developed a parasocial relationship with them to farm engagement. I think the biggest showcase of parasocial farming is through girl content or content that has two people who are—
oh my god, she just make me lose my fucking— she make me lose my appetite because I know her whole lore.
Traction to one another. For some reason, since the dawn of social media, viewers have loved to ship people together, and they also, for some reason, love watching other people go out and get play. The only reason I can understand that is because it's part of living vicariously through these people. That's why streamers like Deshae Frost, J5, or even DDG have gone up significantly. It's due to the amount of parasocial farming they do. They'll go on stream and just farm clips like this.
Yeah, I feel like it was a real good day. I ain't gonna lie. It was a nice day. I had a good time today, personally.
Yeah, but that's not, bro. I'm telling you this right now. If it wasn't the method, they wouldn't be doing it. You can't blame the streamer for playing into some shit that they know is gonna work. How you gonna get mad at him knowing that if he keep a girl around, the viewership is gonna be up? It's because of the audience, bro.
I feel like, you know, like, usually my first dates don't go this good, especially coming from, I don't really go on dates like that.
I usually just link and then stuff just happen, but I'm starting to enjoy the dating experience a lot more.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No, yeah.
And I'm not even trolling.
No,
this is enough to rot someone's brain within a week, but it works, and that's why it's a gimmick. This is clearly targeted towards a young male audience. Farming kids for engagement by using this method is—
I don't think it'll always be like that. The new way is going to be for someone with their authenticity. I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree. I'm beginning to realize that too, because if you notice, a lot of the people that have been clip farming recently, like Yugi and Corey, and a lot of the content that people have been putting out, a lot of people have been feeling some type of way. Even the AMP firework war, even Rakai, people are like, yo, like it's starting to be a little too much. You know what I mean? But the script will always be a method. Content has been scripted for a very long time. A lot of this shit is fake. I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of it is fake. I think girl content though will always be a thing. I'm gonna slide this over here. Girl content will always be a thing though. Like that shit has been going on since like 2015, 2016. You remember the prank era where you put a thirst, bro? No, even before. I don't think y'all remember the YouTuber. Do you remember Mystic Got Jokes? Do you remember Mystic Got Jokes? Y'all don't even know. Hold on. See, this is why I like that I got the computer here, because I can really show you shit right now. Y'all don't know. This was the innovator. This is who I watched as a kid. And he had a new bitch in his video every single day, bro. Every single day. And he would have one of those, what is it called? He would have like a thirst trap thumbnail in every single video, bro. You ready? I made an OnlyFans tape, catching feelings. Look, he's fake kissing her. My girlfriend won't like this. Got her in bed. Booty cheeks out. My girlfriends finally came back. My girlfriend took my camera and recorded this. My girlfriend confesses her feelings on camera. She did this on the yacht in Miami. And this is not even like his prime. Like his prime was even crazier, bro. Like look, fake flashing their titties and all type of shit. This is his vlog channel. Let me go to his main channel, bro. His main channel was that shit was crazy too. This was during the peak of the prank era.
Is somebody in there?
This shit. Playing with my pussy prank. We just met. Strip challenge. Come on, bro. My new girl. Strip challenge part 2. I didn't pull out prank. Sex tape prank. This shit was 10 years ago, gang. Literally, this shit will never die.
A little corny to me. That's why whenever these guys come up in videos,
he was like before his time with all this shit.
Taste. Content like this isn't really content, it's just the go-to when you want easy clips. It's the equivalent of LeBron James spamming that little 3-pointer he be doing. But for these guys, they farm 1,000 best Riz moments and now they're viral. And then on top of that, it just objectifies women, makes them an object in the stream, turns women into stream segments. But what makes it worse is that these streamers be making the women that come on feel uncomfy.
What is that? Nah, you can't see. You playing with that face.
Nah. That's that Drewski shit. I'm not gonna lie.
What is that? Nah, you can't see. You playing with that face. What you?
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I would definitely crack a stud. That stud shit don't faze me. I'm not gonna lie. Some studs, they be having a snatched waist with a fat ass. They be girly in the face. They just put guy clothes on. You having an edge up and you wearing guy clothes is not gonna stop the fact that you got a fucking pussy. Alright, them pheromones, that stud shit doesn't change the pheromones, gang. Alright?
See?
Please. Bro, why the shade outside? Bruh, the shade.
Grab her.
He grabbed me up in the pool. Where you going? Cause we was leaving. You to find a stud here. All of them like one time, 2 studs here.
What?
How that made you feel though?
I looked at him like.
Don't lie for a second though.
You can see it on his stream. Cameras in my face. She knows she liked it. Oh. Here she go, dragging.
And that's just such a crazy thing to me. This guy Deshae is known for spamming girl content in Streamer University. He gets brought up in a conversation based off of how he made a shorty feel, but that's what I mean. That is the gimmick. They rely on cheap ways to make content and it has its repercussions, that being one of them. Also, I feel like girl content low-key is softcore at times because of all the heavy flirting and because of those lines being blurred between appropriate and inappropriate. And due to that, I think is a contributing factor when it comes to the content going too far.
What the hell? Put your leg up. All right.
No, this was crazy. This was a freaky ass art.
Okay. All right. Ready?
No, this was dead ass freaky.
2, 3. Now let's get to the side. Okay. All right, ready?
I ain't even trying to harp on it too much, but god damn, it's just getting old.
Nuts. What the fuck was that? Nah, what the fuck was that?
There's no reason you should be doing freaked out gym streams.
Porn,
well, there shouldn't be a reason. But one could argue various viral clips, which can be turned into revenue, is a valid reason for the freaked out, morally questionable individuals. Before I move on to the next gimmick though, I do want to briefly talk about a subsector within the girl content gimmick, and that's relationship farming. I'm going to talk about I and Dabo, obviously, because the breakup gimmick is their specialty. I previously made a video about how I think both of them should really just, you know, stop showing their relationship online, because it's kind of weird how random people are watching 2 teenagers navigate a relationship. Nobody's perfect, number one, and having viral clips like these are crazy.
You went to that party, you guys remember that? Y'all remember that? As I told her, next time, because she said she didn't know that she had to ask me to go party. I said, next time, let me know if you want to go to.
What?
She's done. She's done. She don't respect me. She don't respect me. She don't respect me.
And that's it. Like, it's just done. That's it. So
nah, I feel like Dabo be playing it up a little bit, but this girl is like legitimately crazy though. Cash, welcome in, bro. I feel like this girl is legitimately crazy. It's like some young dumb shit, bro. Come on, you know how it is when you're young. Like, they like what, 17, 18 years old? Like, you're gonna do petty dumb shit like this all the time.
I hate cheaters too. But I'm so sorry if I came off as a cheater. Like, I didn't think in my head what I was doing was wrong.
She cheated
but looking
on
back
him?
at it, I was wrong. So I do take accountability for what I did.
It's like sometimes I just be feeling lonely now. Like, ever since I've been single, I don't be having nobody to talk to at night. It's like, I just go to the gym in the nighttime now. I don't do nothing else. Like, gym, that's what you should do.
But actually, let me explain why I think these clips are crazy. Like I said, when I was making videos in the past, my thinking is that these are
bro, imagine knowing that you edit, bro. He knows that he's edit farming, bro. That's what make this shit like, oh my God. The clip era fucked up everything because nobody's actually doing shit for the sake of the stream and like actually enjoying the vibe. They're doing this shit with the clip in mind. So there's a difference between clipping and clip farming, right? Clipping is when you're just existing, something funny happens, or maybe you said something funny and it gets clipped, right? It's like a highlight. Now everybody is rushing to create their own highlight reel. That's what clip farming is. You went out of the way of, okay, you're going to do this, or okay, she did this. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this, and boo, 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 boo. And you're going out of your way to stage the clip. That's what clip farming is.
We really shouldn't be watching them go through their relationship. These are private, intimate conversations, and like, nigga, it just feels a little weird. I'm not going to lie. It's like having spectator mode on. And with spectator mode, we're watching people while they can't see us. Or it's like those viral Roblox clips where people eavesdrop.
It's not even that. It's like, it's just this shit's the new reality show.
Dropping again.
Oh.
What?
My God.
You feel me? So it just feels weird because we should not be witnessing this. But it's also crazy because these niggas are repeating the same gimmick over and over. It gets fucking old, dude. Niggas are not trying to see Aya and Dabo spam the same breakup script and get back together. And I get it. It works, okay? Let me be clear. Everything I'm talking about works and is getting these content creators hella bread. But oh my goodness, this shit is getting so old. We're in July 2025 and you got Dabo and Aya spamming breakup gimmick.
How long you feel like scripted content is gonna be a thing for? I'm thinking about, yeah, maybe another year and a half, and then everybody's gonna want the genuine shit. I think the genuine shit is already starting to come.
You got the girl content merchants spamming that, and I'm over here just wanting better content. But no, I open TikTok and I see a stupid ass caption talking about when you go back to your old ball.
Like, trying to put on the front, like
POV, you can't find no other girl, so you go back to your old ball. Oh my God.
You don't want to hug. You know you want to hug. You know, so like, you know what I mean?
And this stuff is clearly farming the parasocials, and it just works.
Farming
God damn.
Farming
Maybe
them.
I am hating.
These parasocials are fucking low IQ bots, bitch. These parasocials don't fucking think, bro. They immediately see, right? A man and a woman sit next to each other. Oh my God, raise her up. What are you doing? Kissed. Oh my God, when they spam kiss in the chat, that should be driving me insane because they're not going to sit there and kiss for your enjoyment. Why the fuck are you telling somebody to kiss?
Which, okay, low-key I am hating, but I do have a reason to hate. Okay, all it does is it creates patterns, it sets
and they'll tell them like we just friends.
Metas. You ever play a game and the meta is so annoying, but it's just so good you have to deal with it.
Yes,
that's what gimmick content is, an annoying meta in a video game, and it's oversaturating content. I know that Agent and Davis was trolling when they was talking about other people stealing content, but in reality there is no stealing content. What there is are metas that people hop on, and with that, people really did jump into, you know, criticize them for saying it. People felt attacked.
Real shit.
You know what they say,
man. I noticed like it's so easy to fall in that trap and feel like you got to do shit to try to fit in, and that's kind of the point where I'm at right now, because it's like I'm torn in between a rock and a hard place, because I like the way that I got my shit going, you know what I mean? Like, I like the fact that I don't need anybody. I like the fact that I can kind of do my own thing, and I want to just continue like being with my community and just really just talking to the chat and just vibing, right? Really keeping it to the core of like old Twitch. A lot of people say that, like, Nizzy, you remind me of how Twitch was back then. You know what I mean? Because that's the era that I was really like taking in and really watching. And a lot of people are seeing the new Twitch and they feel like this is what they got to do to get on. They got to do crazy shit, and they got to, you know, do gaming marathons, and they got to farm a script, and there's got to be bits, and there's got to be this, and there's got to be that, and there's got to be clip farming, and it's like, you know what I mean? Constantly. And it's like, that shit can only take you so far, bro, because it's going to attract an audience of people that aren't actually loyal to you. They're only loyal to what you're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, people will only fuck with you for what you're doing and the script that you're playing in. They're not actually going to care about who you are as a person. And from what I've seen, especially in this streaming space with myself and other people, bro, these people are not loyal. They will switch on you in a heartbeat the moment you're not serving them. I literally live this shit, bro. I would rather be around people who actually fuck with me for me. And I would rather be around people who, through thick and thin, would rather just vibe with me, bro. The people that will watch you unconditionally are the people that matter. Dead ass. I be seeing grown-ass women being parasocial. That's like a fucking Wendy viewer, bro. I'm definitely a parasocial. No, don't be no parasocial, gang.
Dogs holler. No one truly addressed the crux of that conversation, even if it was a joke. If you feel like ideas are being stolen, maybe it isn't the fact that ideas are being stolen, but rather the fact that content is so oversaturated, there's a specific amount of metas that everyone is choosing from. But I'm done talking about the girl content gimmick. The next gimmick is loud equals funny. This one was popularized by Coco Melon Sinat. And while it's not really the worst gimmick, it's just obnoxious. I mean, that's why I call it.
How do y'all feel about that? Loud is equal to funny. I don't know. I feel like I'm more chill, bro. This is not even like talking about Kai, bro, but I feel like it's definitely on some shit where it's like everybody is trying to fit the mold of what they see work. And the moment that you try not to fit the mold, you create a new mold. You get what I'm saying? If it's 10 people in a room and 9 of them are loud and one of them is just dead ass quiet and he just sitting there, that one person is going to be the one to stick out because you're not fighting to be heard. So people are going to be like, yo, it's all these people that are loud and it's just going to sound like noise. And that one person that's quiet, you're going to look at them and be like, it's something about him that's different. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, people try to get mad at me because I wasn't trying to run up and be loud and be all in everybody's face. That's not the type of person that I am, gang. I'm 27 years old. I'm 27 years old. I don't need to be like loud and be doing all that weird shit. That's not my body. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just have to find your own way and you have to realize that you are enough. Stop trying to chase perfection because that shit doesn't exist. Just be who you are. Dead ass. That's the best advice I could give anybody. Just be who you are because who you are is enough. Okay? And here's the thing. Nothing in life stays the same. The only thing that you can do is just continue to work. You're going to change whether you like it or not. Just change. Like, if you're changing, slowly adapt into the person that you want to be, bro. If you just be authentic, it's just going to play out the way that it needs to. You feel me? Nah, that clip was no bullshit. I appreciate that, bro. Nah, WW clip.
Coco Melon Sinat.
Send that shit to me too. I'm about to clip that.
Children content with the screaming and over.
Wait, hold on. How do I turn on the fucking thing on here? Hold on. I'm about to turn on the fucking replay buffer. Replay buffer. I'm gonna put this shit to. How do you use the replay buffer? I'm gonna put this up to like 120 seconds. 120. And then you go hotkeys. Hold on, I'm trying to find this shit right now. Fuck it, I'll do it afterwards.
Really loudness. I do want to be a little more specific though. What makes this content a gimmick is because it's filled with overreactions. If you're a real fan, you know that in the past, I've talked about how it's less of the screaming and more of the lack of authenticity. It's starting to feel like children's day programming. In other words, Kai Sinat is a fake tweaker.
Bing, what?
Bing! 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 Bing!
Oh my god.
Bing!
I don't think that's fake though. I think that's just him. The thing about Kai and Speed is that they're very high energy individuals, bro. It's just that a lot of people feel like they gotta be like them to get on, which isn't the case. Look at Queso. Queso is not always high energy. Like, a lot of the time he's chill and then he can get loud. Do you get what I'm saying?
My shit was muted this whole fuck. Why did y'all niggas?
And when I see clips like this, I can't help but feel like they're performative. And I feel like when Kai was really...
I mean, this shit is entertainment. You're supposed to be performing. Are you not?
In his stylist era, where everyone was cooking him and calling him out for being fake, overreacting. I think that...
How is that fake? How you going to... Fake means that you know the real him. You don't know who the fuck he is for you to be saying that.
era truly affected the industry. It became the industry standard for streaming. Loud, obnoxious.
No, that did not become the industry standard. Whoa. People thought that that was the industry standard. They felt like they had to do that. You don't have to be what anybody tells you to be. Just be you. If you just be you, people will fuck with you for you and be like, damn, it's something about him that's different that I want to tune into. DDG made a good point about this shit. It's called twitch.tv. Everybody has their channel. If you see this shit like TV, Cartoon Network is in its own lane from Disney Channel. You don't watch Cartoon Network and Disney Channel for the same purpose. You watch them for two completely different purposes. It's two completely different vibes. And that's okay. Stop trying to be the same thing, bro. Not everybody can be the exact same.
Overstimulating. 3 words that I'd say perfectly encapsulate what streaming is. I don't want to cook Kai too much because I feel like it's almost become routine to talk about Coco Melon Sanat, and also the Kai Sanat loud gimmick has evolved into the destruction gimmick, where expensive things are destroyed for content.
Yeah. But they got the money. Like, you don't understand. That's not expensive to them. Like, them destroying a house is like, fuck it, we got money. You know, this on some destroy, build, destroy shit, if you remember watching that show.
Where's Reginald's room?
Damn. Damn.
I mean,
Damn.
turn that fucking ceiling fan off. Hold on.
Damn.
Mind you, this nigga got kids. He's dead ass a grown man with a family going around.
And yeah, and he's getting a bag. What the fuck? He's getting a fucking bag. It gave what it needed to give. He had a peak of 100,000 viewers. What the fuck?
Destroying a house. Like, is that normal? He just got exposed by various women for not taking care of his...
Okay, think about it, right? Think about it like this, Riley. If I destroyed $50,000 worth of stuff, but I make $1 million back on the back end, would you not destroy that shit? You would. You get what I'm saying? If you can make way more money on the back end, fuck it.
Children, but he's going on stream with a sledgehammer and destroying a crib.
That's like saying LeBron James got a family, but he's sitting here playing basketball and he's just dribbling a ball and he's just, you know what I mean? Like, that's his job. What? How are you gonna get mad at him for making a way?
I understand it can be replaced easily. They're rich, but my goodness, you should still respect the items you purchase. And I'm not even trying to be on my gotcha.
Oh my god, he on some gotcha Kuda shit. Oh my god, it feels so good when you're like caught up to anime and you could catch the reference.
Timing, read that manga if you haven't, but I'm not going out of my way to destroy a house even if I know I can fix it, because number 1, you still want to be respectful to the objects you purchase, and number 2, that's just a waste of time. And I already know a lot of you guys are gonna say this is just my opinion and that I said it myself. These people can easily replace these objects, which is true again, but the fire department got involved.
Over, Chuck.
Yeah, because they were letting off fireworks. That's insane. Oh my god, imagine, you know the neighbors are nosy. They walking out, they looking at everything that's going on.
He said, come out, we can't even be here. He said, get out. Look, black smoke.
What? You said kids do what they do? They don't do what they do. The moment you go to try to destroy some shit in your house, your parents are gonna stop you, bro. I'm telling you. You're not gonna let off a firework in your house just because you saw AMP do it.
As we speak, bro. Yeah, we gotta get out.
That's crazy. All that shit everywhere. Oh my god. You gotta renovate the entire house. Dead ass. Everything gotta get fixed in this house. The walls, the paint job, the appliances, the furniture, everything gotta be, well, knowing AMP though, they probably gonna make that, everybody's gonna get their own custom room going crazy.
Vacuum, it's not.
I have a point. I mean, I do think you have a point. I do think you have a point. Obviously, some people are gonna do that, but like, people aren't, like, people's parents aren't gonna let them wild out that far. That's like such an extreme, you know what I mean? Because this shit has been going on for years. They have an annual firework war every single year. Speed let off fireworks in his room. You know what I mean?
No longer a private thing. These are real taxpayer dollars being spent to clean up a mess millionaires made. Don't that sound crazy? I don't know about y'all. It just gets old. And I know Kai was just talking about how firework content is getting played out, but this is the same thing. It's just destructive mumbo jumbo.
It's burnt out. My nigga, you single-handedly burnt out this whole shit. A nigga call you a you backing out a firework. You and Ray was letting off fireworks in Minecraft, bro. Rakah, you get gassed up by niggas, it's burnt. The fireworks shit burnt. Let it happen. Police involved, gang. Just stop, gang.
And you can say fireworks are getting burnt out, but I feel like just going around and destroying things with a sledgehammer is equally as crazy and annoying. And you know,
that's some
only
WWE
children
shit.
are watching this. No grown, well-adjusted adult is gonna tune in to a Coco Melon Sanat AMP house destruction stream. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, unemployed people are probably tuning in. But basically, these gimmicks
yo, shout out to the unemployed. Y'all matter though.
Are partly the reason why content feels the same, why people who are coming up are seen as copying big streamers. Gimmicks are basically just
I mean, from a content perspective, but you're not gonna be able to, like, some shit you're not gonna be able to keep up with though.
Content that for the most part
some shit you're not gonna be able to keep up with.
And people who abuse these gimmicks are getting to the funyon munyon. I can't even lie.
They are.
I'd be hypocritical if I didn't say I'm hating a little bit, because even my content can probably be seen as a gimmick, but I did want to argue the other side for fun. This could just be me yapping, not gonna lie. Well, that is everything except girl content. That in general is pretty weird. That does need to stop. That's all I had to say though. Subscribe for more unsolicited.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. He did everything that he said though was right. I feel like he should have leaned more into like talking about the script and how everything is scripted nowadays. I feel like, bro, we're at a time in content right now where people are doing legitimately anything for the clip. It started off innocent, you know, with Queso shooting corner threes in 2K, right? Then it worked its way to somebody smell like shit, the FaZe boys running around doing that. And then eventually it got to a point where it's so many clips in circulation now that you legitimately have to craft an entire storyline to have that shit go viral, because it's so many clips coming out every single day. The clippers, it's the clipping world is becoming its own industry, bro. And it's so much phony shit that people are gonna eventually seek out genuine, authentic people, because it's gonna come to a point where viewers are gonna get tired of trying to decipher whether some shit is for the script or it's not. I genuinely believe that. There's gonna be a whole new realm, like a whole new lane of content creators that are gonna come up from just being their genuine, authentic selves and not feeling like they gotta do too much for the content. And people are gonna see that as a breath of fresh air. I give it about a year.